I'd like to talk a little bit about the ITF. The ITF is actually an acronym for International Transport Workers Association. The ITF is a federation of labor unions. There are 700 unions in the ITF, 4.5 million workers in 150 different countries, representing the industries of rail, trucking, aviation, and near and dear to our hearts, maritime. Last year when I spoke to you, I talked about the natural alliance that I believe there is between ministry and unions. And when I read the ITF's mission statement the other day, I'm more convinced of that than ever, because it states, number one, to promote respect for trade unionism and human rights around the world. Two, to work for peace based on social justice and economic progress. Three, to help our affiliates defend the interest of our members, to provide research and information to our affiliates, and to provide general assistance to transport workers in difficulty. Yesterday at our board meeting, we talked about the importance of NAMMA providing support to its affiliates. So I think it aligns beautifully with what the ITF attempts to do. The ITF has been helping seafarers since 1896, and today represents the interest of seafarers worldwide, regardless of their nationality or the flag of their ship. The ITF Seafarers section provides international coordination for and support to our affiliated unions and individual seafarers in the following ways. Number one, by our involvement with the ILO, the IMO, the OECD, and ISWAN Rogers Group, and many other international agencies. We maintain ITF agreements for FOC ships, which specify minimum conditions of employment for those crews, including their wages and their working conditions. We have over 100 ITF inspectors around the world who help enforce these agreements, and we maintain a commitment to union solidarity throughout the world. But most importantly, the ITF assists seafarers. That's our major goal. And it is why the ITF so strongly supports NAMMA and its ministry affiliates, because you assist seafarers. Through the ITF's Seafarers Trust, we provide funds for organizations who work for the benefit of seafarers. And that's what all of you do on a daily basis. So ITF recognizes that, and they recognize the good work of NAMMA, especially here in the United States. I would strongly recommend that, as some of you may know, the ITF Congress is about to begin in Sofia, Bulgaria, on August 10th. I believe that's this coming Sunday. There are 1,500 union delegates gathering there. The United States delegation is there, led by my Secretary-Treasurer, Mr. Dave Heindel, and we are very, very anxious. I think this is going to be a very important Congress. It's going to be on the internet, so I urge you all to go to the ITF's web section. They're going to be blogging and Twittering and doing all that stuff, but I think you'll be able to see a lot of the day-to-day activities in real time. They're also going, Colleen, you'll love this, they're going totally green. There's not going to be any paper, so it should be really interesting to see how that all comes about. But so that's what the ITF is all about, and I think you all know that. I think you know how important the ITF's commitment has been to supporting, again, to supporting those who support seafarers. I would like to talk just a little bit about my organization, the Seafarers International Union. We represent American seafarers, and I am deeply proud of being a member of the SIU, and I am honored to always represent the SIU. The history of American maritime labor is a brutal one, but it was born out of the never-ending struggle to improve the lives of American seafarers. Today, through the leadership and vision of our president, Mr. Mike Sacco, who is a very dynamic man and a great champion of the American Merchant Marine. The SIU has risen to become the major labor union aboard U.S. flag ships, and we are also a driving force within the entire U.S. maritime industry. We maintain that status first by our commitment to our membership and their families, Secondly, we keep a very strong political presence in Washington, D.C. We have led the fight and continue to lead the fight to preserve the American Merchant Marine, both in war and in peace. We recognize its vital mission to our country. We maintain our status by demonstrating mutual respect with our contracted shipping companies. We enjoy very cooperative labor management relationships with most of our companies. I'd say all of them, but we also demand respect for the seagoing profession. We believe we represent professional mariners, and we demand that. The SIU slogan is the Brotherhood of the Sea. I always add the Sisterhood of the Sea. But as you all know, going to sea is a very unique fellowship. It's a very unique profession. So I would ask all of us to keep in our prayers those who do God's work, whether it is through maritime ministry or maritime labor. So that's it. Thank you very, very much.